Well, hello there. Here what I'm about to demonstrate, at least hopefully I can demonstrate this, is how to lay your either foam or cork roadbed into where a switch is located. Now we're going to notice we've got this straight line here. This would be a representation of an 072 switch, where we have a 36-inch radius curve that's in here. Here's the apex of the tail end of the switch, and somewheres out here is the other end of the switch, but you know your straight track's going to continue beyond it. So at this point you can see, I've got, up here there's my 36-inch radius. I only went to a 45-degree angle for the moment. I figured that was good enough. But that will at least allow you to see what we're starting with here and what you're seeing at this point. The best way to start to lay your roadbed is to simply start by taking and laying in 1/2 of this roadbed, okay? So that with that you've already established a straight line for your material, okay? So now that we've got that piece in there, you can see here, I'm going to take and try to zoom in on this. You can see here, this is only half of the roadbed, okay? So then once we have that much done, the next best step to go to is to put in this piece next, okay? Once that piece is in place, that will now establish where the other half of the roadbed needs to go. At least that takes care of both sides at this end over here on the left side, and establishes a nice smooth curve on around for our switch. Now all we have to do is the other half of each of these segments. So let's take and just put in this segment next. So once we have that segment in place, you can take and just use an X-Acto knife or whatever and just cut this curve into here, into that piece of roadbed. Just get it to blend in as close as you possibly can, and don't worry about getting it absolutely perfect, because you're not going to probably, but just get it as close as you possibly can and you'll be good to go. The one thing to consider about that area right there is, even if that does come to a sharp point right down here, don't worry too much about it, because number one, when you put your switch on top of there, it's going to hide any imperfections that are in there. Plus, on top of that, when you put your ballast in place, your ballast is going to take and hide absolutely any imperfections that are going to be there whatsoever. So then we can then move on to our last segment, which is this segment up here, which we would believe, now this is showing it's coming down here, but really all you need to do is come into this tapered edge of that part right there, and again, just using an X-Acto knife or something like that, you can take and blend that in to cut it in a straight line to match this contour here, to make this inside corner look really nice, and you're all set. And then there you have it. You've got at this end, you got both halves of your roadbed in place. At this end up here, you've got both halves in place, and you should be all set and ready to go. It's really not that difficult to do, and good luck with it.